You're watching the Vans World Cup of Surfing, stop number 2. The Vans Triple Crown of Surfing, Samuel Pupo going up against Michael Dunphy, Olamana, Eleogram, and Noah Mizuno.
Sammy Pupo and Noah Mizuno are, under 18. They're going to be competing in that World Junior most likely. I think Noah qualified. I don't know if Sammy Pupo received a wild card or not out here at Sunset Beach. Look at Dunphy here. That's one thing that he'll bring to the table. Excuse me. But I mean, no matter what, you do well in these two events, and you find yourself a Rookie of the Year. It's pretty awesome.
Noah Mizuno. So nice to see some goofy footers hitting the lineup. And here goes Samuel Pupo. Watch for the fins to be released. Right there, I don't think that's exactly what.
I'll get back to that.
Michael Dunphy. Love Dunphy's style. Everything just in its right place. 2 great snaps for Dunphy. That shows his veteran knowledge, knowing that.
Well, you surfed good and you made it to round number 2. Ricardo Christie on to round number 2 here at the Vans World Cup, guys.
Thanks, Kaipo. Watch out for Ricardo Christie. He's looking solid now. Noah Mizuno. Quick, sharp snap on his backhand, being guided by legend Doug Silva. So a powerful goofy footer guiding a powerful goofy footer. Makes sense. Michael Dunphy now. See Dunphy's first scoring wave come through to 617. He's going to definitely back it up with that last wave. Now Samuel Pupo again. Nice pair of snaps, and that's what we wanted to see at first. Not the way we wanted to see that turn end. Olamana, Eleogram.
Which means they're going to have the waves really close together, which again helps with consistency. As you watch Ola's first wave here, again, a lot of success competitively here at Sunset Beach, so he knows this lineup very well. I'm sure he surfed it off the Sunset Point. Dunphy would have heard his first score, or maybe he didn't, but I know that Nat Young's out there helping caddy for him. That 617 is a good score. If he can pull a couple 6s, I think you're pretty safe to be able to get through a heat.
Olamana riding Northern Alliance surfboards.
Looks like it's an EPS too. You can see a lot of those designs these days with those really white boards, a wood stringer or any stringer in them, and so they'll use the carbon to kind of simulate that.
Wow, big opening snap for Noah Mizuno. This looks like the waves, I'm not trying to jinx it, but definitely better than we saw in that last heat. More opportunity for these guys in the lineup.
I think that you talk about getting busy, right? And I think that a lot of times the waves, or it's a bigger wave, you just make a move on it and hope that it stands up for you. I mean, this was a great combo of backhand snaps, top to bottom, nice and vertical approach. We haven't seen that a lot. It's not a lot of waves that allow that to happen. So a good wave choice from Noah, and I like how he served it. Again, when you go straight up vertical like that, it shows a commitment, shows degree of difficulty. It's not easy to do at Sunset Beach. And those backhanders kind of have an advantage a little bit to be able to get that kind of vertical approach. Here, Eleogram, that wave slows up on this inside section, but he stays with it because there's a little foamy that he can rebound off of. Can't hold on though. That EPS, that epoxy kind of design, I don't know if it's for sure that kind of a design, but you watch this wave here specifically is the 617, nice 2-turn combo. Just that water coming off the rail, you see how all that.
Some surfers powering their ways to high 6s and 7s. It's looking good for the rest of the day of competition here. Quick look at Noah Mizuno, who has just powered his way into second place with a 5.17 and a 4.10.
I mean, so that would be a perfect example. Is that we saw the 2-turn combo. Whoa, there we go.
Oh, quick. Of course, if anyone's going to find a tube out here today, it's going to be Olamana Eleogram.
603 in the heat lead. Different approaches here, a lot more vertical approach for Mizuno.
Oh, live action. Ola trying to get around this tough section, but kind of throwing the similar attack to that Dunphy turn. Add a critical element to your surfing.
I mean, look at how shallow it is right where Ola's surfing. He's up in the boneyard section. That's up at the top of the point. The reef's got big holes in it.
But you see now the surfer's kind of encroaching on the zone that Ola's found. We'll see if this tactic pays off. Oh, it does not. That wave.
And sometimes you'll see guys grab their rails. That might be a way to kind of control your surfboard.
Samuel Pupo.
Another example.
Showing us how hard it is to do an air out here at Sunset today.
They've probably got the idea and the technique to be able to put the board towards the beach and maybe get it stuck to your feet.
Mizuno with priority. Sharp opening snap. He's been increasing his scores down the line here. 517 and a 410. We'll see if that...
Which has been great.
Great wave selection too.
Very vertical. You know what? He's choosing waves that have that first maneuver on lock. You know, he's not going to take off unless he can do that nice deep bottom turn and top turn combination right out of the gates. That's listening to Doug Silva, I'm sure. You know, it doesn't make sense.
Well, here we go. Opting for the left. Now this is air wind. Maybe a little too much air wind.
Oh,
I wouldn't call this. That is...
The worst part is he's going into the boneyard too.
Almost gale force wind. Here we go. Olamana Eleogram, last chance. Nice looking wave here. Good opening carve. Nice second turn. Didn't look like he had a lot of opportunity right there, but he made the most of it. He needs a 5.51. Really like the look of that first turn, but you can see right there. That was just, I mean, a textbook heat for Dunphy. That's what we're very used to seeing. Watch out, Noah Mizuno now. First completed backside tube ride of this event. So far, Noah Mizuno has the tube award.
He
It's
sure
a
does.
totally unofficial award, but...
So you let Noah take this one, and great technique. You see that pig dog style, they call it, you know, where he gets low to his board, you grab your rail, and you actually set up like a bit of a tripod. Great technique underneath it, stalls with his bum, you know, slows him down. It's not going to be a deep barrel, it's not going to be a big score, probably won't go into his top two, but just...
So it's going to be consistency paying off for Michael Dunphy, who will be moving through with rookie threat. Noah Mizuno, Olamana Eleogram, and Samuel Pupo back to the drawing board.